What's up? I'm back. I am back. This tone is amazing. What do you guys think of this tone? He's never mind a Strat with a single in the bridge again. And someone else said, "What's up, Straten? Love the tone. Slightly too much delay for me. Haha, slightly." It's all right. I like it, so I may change it. But I mean, I think it's fun to play with. So when you're playing, you have a little delay. It just sounds good. But someone said, "What's in the bridge?" This is a Kiesel pickup. These are both Kiesel. Well, these are all three Kiesel pickups. So this is a Kiesel beryllium in the bridge, mark singles in the middle and the neck. I could change the tone. Let's try it. This is the preset on the McRocklin suite from Polychrome DSP, and it's called Stars. So let's try something else. How about Hammer On Dude? This one's called. Pretty good. Don't mind that at all. Let's try All the Notes. This one's got a lot of gain. I usually play with this one though. 80s Super Lead. I don't know, I like this one. It's really convenient. It's just really well set up as far as tone goes, it's just really good. He's asking for your daily warm-up exercise. I don't really have a daily warm-up exercise, but to be honest, I'm just always, you know, working on improv and being able to write new music and stuff. That's more of my warm-up, is just, you know, working on writing music and, you know, coming up with cool stuff. If I have anything like a go-to lick, I'll just, you know, play it for a few minutes or something like. I'll just play something like that or whatever just to get warmed up. But typically, actually, to warm up, what I actually do is I just like massage my fingers. So that's what I'm usually doing. And yeah, that's how I warm up. Massage my fingers and like do something like that because I want to prevent, like, you know, injuries and stuff. So I do that, and yeah, it typically works. So then I'll go into some scales maybe. So something like that, and then I'll end up maybe playing some arpeggios. Someone said, so yeah, I'll play some arpeggios, go into some scale stuff. Someone said, and that's about it to get warmed up. Someone said, I've always wondered, where is your music online? Any posted? I'm working on it right now, man. I don't have anything at the moment released, but I'm working on it every single day and getting closer and closer to releasing some music. So I'm looking forward to that. Do you have a music education? I don't, man. I basically am self-taught for the most part. That was actually a pretty big stretch right there. Let me get better in the angle, but yeah, that was like all the way. Huge stretch. And yeah, those are cool arpeggios, man. It's really fun playing that kind of stuff. Arpeggios are awesome. Someone said, yeah, I've played 24 years since I was 5 and can't touch what you're playing. Just got to keep at it, man. You got to have the proper guidance sometimes too, you know. You got to, you know, practice the right stuff, you know. Practice maybe some things that you're not good at sometimes. Because that's one thing that us guitarists tend to do. We practice stuff that's in our comfort zone. And if you do that all the time, it's hard to improve, I guess, is pretty much what I'm trying to say. So yeah, try practicing some stuff outside of your, you know, skill set. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, man. Seriously, I'm sorry to hear about that. I really hope you're doing well. Seriously. Play that all the time. It's like a major 7 arpeggio. That's actually a nice minor 7 flat 5 sound. Never played that actually before. Well, maybe like that, but yeah, that's cool. Try that sometime. To anyone who wants to learn that, it's a string skipping lick where you play the 11th fret on the G string, and then the 8th and the 12th fret on the high E. And then do some hybrid picking stuff to, you know, use that, or do some hybrid picking stuff to use for your upstroke. Someone said, what guitar model is that? This is a Kiesel Delos. My favorite guitar probably that I own. I play this one most. The most, I should say. Congratulations from Brazil. Hey, thank you so much, and thank you for joining the live stream. Really appreciate that. How many guitars you got? That's a good question. I counted them the other day. It's a good amount, to be honest. I think it's like close to 20. Can you show me how to play like that? I could, yeah. You gotta practice some stuff along the way, but economy picking is gonna help a lot. I mean, you're gonna need to learn some hybrid picking, some alternate picking, you know, get that. So you're gonna have to learn a lot of different techniques, but I have faith in you. You can do it. Just gotta, you know, work on it. I'm guessing you play with super low action. Pretty much. It's pretty low. I mean, everything is pretty easy to play. Someone said, just mastered your new neoclassical sweep you posted a couple videos ago. Oh, you mastered that one? Nice. Is it this one? Is it this one? Oh my gosh, I kind of forgot it a little bit, so I think I didn't play that correct. I think this is how you played that. Wait. 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 Said yes, that's the one. Yeah, I thought so. That's a cool one. It's really challenging at times, you know, to get those diminished arpeggios like this, and then do the full 6-string. No, this is 5-string. Sweep. If you want to really add it to like a 6-string arpeggio, add an extra note, and make it a 6-string arpeggio. What you can do is actually play it like this. Do this. Makes it really challenging. Or even adding this note. It's pretty tough. I'm not even gonna lie. It's pretty tough. But I'm not gonna lie, I would be lying if I said I didn't enjoy playing this sequence with that extra note there, because it's challenging, tough, and everything, but it sounds awesome. Check this out. It's tough, oh my gosh. Let me try that again. Whew. Hey, just wanted to say that I love the Buckethead Shred video you made like 10 years ago. Really helped me. Oh, wow. That's awesome. I'm glad that helped you, man. That's really cool. A lot of people actually let me know that all the time. They're like, yeah, I watched that video from you a really long time ago and it helped me out so much. That's cool. Seriously. What I love is how little you appear to be moving your picking hand. I can't do that. Just gotta, you know, be a little bit aware of certain picking techniques, you know. Gotta, you know, like economy picking really helps. Like, I'm serious. Like being able to do this. Economy picking is going to really help you out with that in particular. So if you want to look like you're not moving your hands much, economy picking and some 3-string sweeping, even 2-string sweeping will help. Can you play the intro solo to Sails of Sharon? I've been really struggling with it lately. I do know how to play that, but I don't really know how to do it super well right now. I mean, I used to know how to play it quite well, and it's pretty cool, that lick. I mean, I'm going to play it in a different key just because, why not? That's a really cool lick. like jazz? Yeah, man, definitely. What is your favorite chord? It's a good question. It's a really good question. Maybe this chord right now. This is like a C major 7. I like C major 7 or just C major in general, just because when you're in E minor, it gives you a really nice Lydian sound. So when you're in E minor, I don't know, the Lydian sound is really cool. My favorite chord is the C major with the 9. Yeah, that's cool too. That's cool stuff. And you could apply that major 7 to any key, you know. So if you're in, like, say, A major or F sharp minor, you could play like an A major 7 and create that same sound. Or wait, D major 7, I should say. That's what I meant. Because if you play A major 7, you get D Lydian. So if you play either A major 7, D major 7 when you're in F sharp minor, you totally get that sound. Clean sound? You want a clean sound? Someone said, everyone should totally like this video so it gets more exposure. Hey, thank you so much. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate that. Seriously. Someone said a clean tone. Shall we do a clean tone? How about this? This is always good. This is called Afterglow on this McRocklin preset. One of the clean tone. What do we think of that? Cool, right? Did you just come up with that chord progression or do you know it? I'm just improvising. And you know, when you improvise, sometimes you rely a little bit on muscle memory. So I'm just messing around with stuff that I'm pretty familiar with. So yeah, man. And I'm writing some music right now, so maybe some of the chords are coming out right now from what I was writing. Like this is a pretty cool riff I'm writing right now. You're super good. I like your videos. Hey, thank you so much. 80s shred, please. I will do some of that soon. Yeah, man, you're right up there with Rick Graham for YouTube shredders for me. For me, he said. Wow, that is awesome, man. Thank you so much. Rick Graham is amazing. I mean, all that fancy stuff is cool, but can you play Smoke on the Water? Hey, I've been having trouble with my picking, but constantly practicing on economy, but not seeing results. What should I do? Just spend more time with it. You're not going to see immediate results unless you, you know, spend a lot of time with it. So if you're new to it, you know, don't expect to see amazing results right away. I remember when I first started economy picking, I remember like 3-4 months into relearning it or introducing it to my playing, because I started off with economy picking and then went into alternate picking because I watched a Paul Gilbert instructional. And it took me a while to reintroduce it, man. I wasn't used to being able to just go. That wasn't easy at first. I was more used to doing the whole alternate. That's what I was more used to, man. And then, you know, eventually I got the economy picking down. One of my favorite chords is this one. I could improvise all day with this guitar tone. Seriously. Someone said, how much time do you practice? I'm sitting with the guitar all the time, man. I'm playing guitar all the time, write music all the time. I really don't know the exact number, just because, yeah, man, that would be hard to kind of keep track of, in my opinion. So, what I think is, it's just a lot of time, man. Really, it's just a lot of time. But when I was younger, I played a lot of time. Actually, that's a good thing to think about. When I was younger, I said I played a lot of the time, like all day kind of thing. But maybe that's still, to this day, I'm doing that. I don't know. It's hard to say, because maybe I kept track of it back then. Now, now I don't keep track. I just spend a lot of time, you know, just playing. Don't really worry about how much time it is. Just go with the flow with it and just continually play. Okay, let's go through more of these comments. If you do a harmonic minor scale run like Yngwie, when you slide to maintain the pick economy, or do you pick every note because it's 3 note per string? Depends on what lick you're playing. If you're playing something like this, there's going to be some hammer-ons and pull-offs and stuff, or pull-offs. But if you're descending, maybe, like, he doesn't pick every note. So the truth is, he doesn't pick every note unless he really wants to. With like these 6-note patterns, he picks every note. Like this kind of lick. That lick, he picks every note. But most licks he's not, unless maybe he's playing one of these ascending licks. So an ascending lick like that, he would pick every note, and like a descending 6-note pattern, he's picking every note. But typically he's not picking every note, you know. Someone said, what effects are you using? Delay, reverb, and the McRocklin Suite plugin from Polychrome DSP. Someone said, if if I'm going to repeat a sweep shape without a hammer-on on the root, when sweeping on the way back down, should I downstroke the root note or skip it and upstroke the whole way up? I think the question is, for like a 3-string arpeggio, this would apply probably to, or like this. What I do is down, 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 up, pull off, up, down. I don't go like this. I don't really do that too much, unless I'm like picking every note. If I'm going to pick every note, I'll do that. I'll do. But that's not my main technique, but you know, I sometimes play like that. It's fun. Typically I'm using this pattern though, because it's good with timing. I think it's really great. Good with timing, you know what I mean? So hopefully that answers your question. Whatever happened to your Buckethead Les Paul, I still got it. Still got that Les Paul, yeah. Someone said, "You're a monster. Thanks for all the knowledge." Thank you, my friend. I enjoy teaching. It's fun. private lessons, perhaps? Yes, I do private lessons. I do private lessons. What is a lick you struggle to play up to speed? Can you show us something with an accelerating metronome? I will have to do that at some point. What do I struggle with? You know what's really hard to play? Is this video I posted on YouTube. And it's like this arpeggio sequence where I have to do like crazy arpeggios. Like they're like all over the place. I don't even actually know how to play it. There's so many key changes. There's a lot of stuff going on. That's a hard one to play. That's probably one of the hardest licks to play clean. It's like titled Sweep Tapping, but you can only tap the 24th fret. So it's that one. That one's tough. Remember when I tried playing that, I was like, dang, that's very hard stuff. I typically find that to be pretty hard. So if you want to know a hard lick for me to play, it's that one. I set up a metronome when I was filming it, and I was like, oh, this is difficult. Tapping, please. How do I solo over jazz progressions? I need to write a solo for school. It's a good question. You're gonna want to really understand the chords and the scales behind the chords, and really try to outline the chords with your leads. So what I recommend is get really good at your scales and arpeggios, and depending if there's key changes, that's a whole different story. If there's not, just try to find a good way of maybe writing it, because I don't know if you can improvise it at your skill level at the moment. You might be able to. You might need to try, but I would say, he said, don't be afraid of chromatic licks. Yeah, that's a good, it's a good tip. I don't know if he's telling me that or you, but yeah, chromatic licks are good. Yeah. So what was the question? What was the key in learning to get the skill you have? The key was dedication, I would say, is the most important. Dedication. I literally spent so much time, I'm telling you, so much time trying to get good. I've tried chromatic licks, but I don't know how to like lead them into making them sound good. You gotta, yeah, that's tough, you know. You gotta learn outside playing, perhaps, because if you can, you know, flow your outside, or get your outside playing to flow, you know. So yeah, work on outside playing, I would say, and yeah, diminished would help too. Melodic minor, that'll help too. These kind of things help. when you're doing outside playing and like chromatic playing. You know what I mean? That's definitely something important. What Jason Becker stuff do you like, or do you like? You know, I like a lot of his stuff. Serena is awesome. Jason Becker is just a legend in general. He's just, everything he does is amazing. Hello from Georgia. Hey, thank you for joining the live stream. My favorite suite by you is the Arpeggios from Mars. Is there any way you can play that for us? Sure. Someone asked this on the live stream the other day, and I was like, which one is that? So, actually, you know what's interesting? I'm starting to work that into a song, some of those chord progression ideas. But let's try that. Yeah, that part I always forget. How was that though? Is that good? At least I got this part. Wait, this sounds like the McRocklin plugin. Well, that's because it is the McRocklin plugin. Tone knob all the way down. What the heck? I think it's time for some gain, honestly. Let's get some gain. I'm gonna go back to that one preset that I was using. Do you use any specific picking technique? That's right, I do. I do, and that picking technique would be called alternate picking, economy picking. I also use hybrid picking. Should I feel ashamed to depend on legato for fast scale runs? Should I get good at clean picking first? I wouldn't feel ashamed. I mean, I think that's a common thing where people think if I don't pick every note, I am not good, they think. That approach is hilarious to me because you think and you see guitar players like Alan Holdsworth. He didn't think I should be able to pick every note. He was just like, actually, I don't really even like the sound of picking, so let's try mastering a technique that is not picking. So you would do legato. So no, if you want to get good at picking, do it, but I wouldn't feel ashamed that you're not. You can do legato, I mean, that's great too. It's just really satisfying watching your right hand, really not much movement, but yet really effective. You know, a lot of people say that, and I agree. I tried it myself. Truthfully, I was like wanting to be able to do that. You know, it's not like it's. I mean, I guess kind of maybe it was natural, but I genuinely wanted to get my picking hand to do this, like looking like it's not moving kind of thing. Your muting is legend. Hey, thank you, man. Muting's important. It very, very much so is important. Yeah, that's the channel. I'll change the channel. Hold on. I'll change it. This would be better for the live stream, I think, is having the 80s super lead. How about now? Does that solve the problem? Does that solve the problem? Because it doesn't sound like there's any all good now? Yeah, that's because of the preset I was on. I like that preset though. I mean, I'm changing this for the stream just so you don't have that sound, but that preset still sounds good. This is just really good with the noise gate. Just needed a noise gate. It actually did have a noise gate, I believe. I'll have to double check. But what I think is important is adjusting it correctly, and also like the gain settings. There's like a certain way of going about it. So. I had the same problem. I had to put the gate up. Oh, maybe this one doesn't have like a real like a noise gate on it the way this other preset does. Yeah. What's the craziest effect you have? Craziest effect you have? You know, I don't use crazy effects. Well, I never used that many crazy effects, I should say. Yes, until this new McRocklin plugin. He's got all the crazy effects on his sound, so he likes all that stuff, and I like it too. It's just I've never been the kind of person that what's it called? Use that kind of stuff. What is the most important finger exercise you invented early on in your playing? There's no real most important, but there's a good one called this alternate picking, like from Paul Gilbert or Al Di Meola. Michelangelo Badio too, he uses this. So this is what it is. So I use that a lot. Watch Intense Rock is my recommendation. Bendy 80s licks, just the best ever leads and solos, for sure. For sure. What's the longest you've taken to learn a song? It really doesn't take me that long. I have a good ear, and I can pretty much pick up on things quite immediately. So I've never been the kind of person who took a while to learn songs. You know, once you know theory in your way around the fretboard, I can pick up songs like that, man. Like that. I think 3-note per string is a great thing to catch on early. Yeah, I agree. Someone said, what's your favorite Whitesnake solo? It's just that one. I don't know. They're all really good, but like what's that one really popular song? I really like that. I can't think of the name of it right now, though. I was just listening to it, though. It's really good. It's short, but it's great. It's very melodic, and it's good. I can't remember. Here I Go Again. Yeah, it's that one. It's a good solo. It's short. It's really good. I don't know. It's very melodic and fits the song very melodically. It's just beautiful. How long did it take you to learn theory or where the keys are on the fretboard? It's not like one of those things that is I learned the fretboard and I had it all mastered one day. It was just like eventually I was pretty satisfied with where I was as far as learning, and then I just keep expanding on it even though I'm satisfied with where I'm at. So it took, not too long. It's a lot of shapes you got to learn and stuff, but once you get past learning all the shapes, you can apply the theory to it. That's at least how my journey went. He said, what did your beginner guitar journey look like? Yeah, that's a part of it. Learning a bunch of shapes and then applying the theory later. That helped a lot. I'm not going to lie, that helped a lot because it really developed my skill on the guitar rather than having to apply all this theory. So I was just already able to... I already knew it sounded good without having a name to the scale. I just knew what sounded good and what sounded in key. What did your beginner guitar journey look like? It looked like basically learning a lot of classic rock songs essentially, and a lot of leads and stuff. I was learning a lot of Eddie Van Halen, a lot of Randy Rhoads, and yeah, Eddie Van Halen and Randy Rhoads mainly. And then all those songs that everyone kind of learns. But within the first 6 months, I dedicated myself to practice Eruption. So I wanted to be able to play Eruption within the first 6 months of guitar playing. So that's exactly what I did. I mean, I'm sure if I look back on it now, I'd be like, that was terrible. Your playing was not that clean, but at least I learned it and was able to kind of get through it a little bit. So what brand was your first guitar? Mine was a First Act ME506 from Walmart. Now is completely finished with the real stride gum wrappers, then clear coated. LOL. My first guitar was like a mini guitar. I don't know what the brand was. That's what I had when I was probably 4. But I wasn't good back then. I wasn't able to play it. I just had it, and that's what I messed around on. And then I basically got a Strat a little bit later, and then I didn't play that either. And then when I first started deciding to play, I basically went with that Strat, picked it up, and I was like, you know what? I have this nice guitar, so may as well play. I've been playing Guitar Hero for a couple years now, and why should I be expert moding it. When I could expert mode this is how I kind of viewed it. I was like, man, get to expert mode on the real guitar, man. So yeah, I had that Strat, played it, was learning all the typical beginner guitar riffs and licks. And yeah, kind of answers a little bit of both of your guys' questions. So yeah, I was lucky to have guitars around. Learn the 5 pentatonic scales. You can learn the whole neck easily that way by recognizing where the root note always is. Where the root note always is. Okay, that's what he said. Yeah, I agree. Pentatonic scale actually is a good way of going about it. Being able to learn, you know, all these shapes. And then it repeats back at G. That's a good way of approaching the guitar. I totally agree. Because you can use that with your lead playing. Or your more scale playing, I guess. You totally get that Eric Johnson sound with it as well if you're really good at the pentatonic scale. That's how I felt about Guitar Hero as well. But it's still so fun to listen to your favorite tunes interactively. Yeah, it is. It is. I totally agree with you. I actually went back and played it not too long ago, maybe a couple years ago, and I was like, you know, I'm still pretty good at this. It's pretty fun. I mean, I enjoy it. You get a lot of cool songs to listen to, and yeah, man, it's fun. Truthfully, my favorite is actually Guitar Hero 3. That was my favorite. Guitar Hero 2 was really good too. Guitar Hero 2 had Jordan in it, and that was awesome. I always liked having that Jordan on there. Even though it was really difficult. It was very difficult. Hold on. Here we go. Yeah, so someone said, hi Straten, hey, what's up? Thank you for joining the live stream. Someone said, Aeolian is also an awesome scale. Yeah, Aeolian is an awesome scale. My favorite scale, if anyone was going to ask me, is probably... Actually, I can't even tell you my favorite scale. There's so many. Love harmonic minor. That's good. Melodic minor. Melodic minor is amazing. I love this scale. And also, a really easy one actually to learn is the Lydian scale. That is probably my favorite scale also, one of them. Just because it has that really cool sound. Buckethead, do you have a kill switch guitar? Yes, I have a Buckethead signature Gibson Les Paul. Les Paul. I don't know why I said it like that. It's pretty cool. Very big. It's a baritone. Harmonic minor sounds very Dracula, he said. I love that scale, harmonic minor. so much Yngwie influence in there. Yngwie is amazing. What is your next big goal in guitar playing? Releasing my album, or my EP, I should say. That's my next big goal. Finish that up and release it. Hi, can you play your hardest neoclassical lick? I'll play one that's hard. I don't know if it's the hardest, but... Okay, let me try that one more time. Totally neoclassical. How do you learn to play so melodically? I like to use a lot of major notes. So, say you're in the key of E minor, maybe add in your C major note, which would be, so if you're in E minor, add your C major. That one note just totally made this much more melodic, so focus on that. So if you're in E minor, also use the note G, which in this case would be G major. So try this, C and G. Back to C. See what I mean? Makes it sound really good. I use that all the time. So, like the video, guys, he deserves it. Hey, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Seriously, really appreciate it. Do you have a favorite guitar movie or show? Crossroads is always a classic. That's like everyone's favorite. I love that one too. It's just so good. There's a lot of good ones. I like Bohemian Rhapsody. That's very good. It's more about like a rock band, though, as we know as Queen, but it's still about guitar somewhat. Have gotten better by watching your videos. Oh wow, that is awesome. I'm happy to hear that, man. Thank you so much, and I'm glad they have helped you out. That's amazing. How about some string skipping triple reverse pentatonic licks like that one Paul Gilbert does in Addicted to That Rush? Like, I don't know. I don't know exactly that song. I'd have to hear it. He said 14 on D, 12, 14, 16 on G, 12, 15, 17 on high E. How about I try something for you? Let's see what you think of this. I'm actually working on this right now for one of my songs, and it's fitting quite well in my songs. I like the way it's fitting, so that's good. Try this, or how about this? Try listening to this and see what you think. I totally screwed up that ending. I'm gonna do it again. That is a cool string skipping lick, and it's in one of my songs at the moment, and it sounds great in the song for sure. Someone said, I literally have a Straten Marshall playlist. I literally have a Straten Marshall playlist where I practice your licks. Dude, that's awesome. That is awesome. What about Wayne's World? I've actually never seen that all the way through. I may have never even seen it, to be honest. I don't really remember it. I just remember who's in that movie. The guy from Austin Powers. I should watch that. I may have seen it a long time ago, maybe, but I don't really remember it. It's probably really good. How can I support you? I post stuff on Patreon. That's a good way of supporting me. Just watching the videos in general. Yeah, anything like that. I have a lesson pack that you can buy that has tabs and stuff to a lot of my favorite licks. If you want to check that out, that'd be a good way of supporting me. But any support is appreciated. Like watching the video is enough. I mean, I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you so much. Marco Spoli fan? Dude, Marco Spoli is incredible. Great guitar player. What is that lick? Sorry, I need to know. I have a YouTube video of me playing the lick. I don't remember the title of the video, but it's somewhere on. You're talking about the string skipping one, right? Yeah, I don't remember the title of it, but it's something like these string skipping arpeggios are difficult, something like that. I don't really remember. I just don't remember it right now. But I'm working on it incorporated into a song of mine right now, and it makes it sound awesome. Like, it's really cool. It's very cool, the chord progression. I mean, it goes from E minor, C major, then D major. So it goes E minor, C major, D major, G major, G major, then E major, to E major, then to A minor. So from E major to A minor, and then this kind of diminished seventh kind of thing. And then I go from like a B sus kind of thing back to like B. It's pretty cool. Probably the coolest string skipping solo I've played, I think. Yeah, I think that is it. It's something like that, yeah. Something like that. It's really cool. It's really cool. I'm glad you recognized that. Those are cool. Very Gilbert, major, minor, and diminished string skipping arpeggios. I think those sound a lot cooler than sweeping them. Sound a lot cooler is what I meant to say. Yeah, that's what I assumed you said. You said should, but then I assumed it was sound. You think so, huh? Think it sounds a lot cooler than sweeping? Let's do a comparison. I'm gonna try to sweep them. That was not the best sweeping, but that's how it would sound, kind of sweep picked. Yeah, I think string skipping is really cool too. Like, it's one of my favorite techniques, to be honest. And yeah, I use it quite a bit. Paul Gilbert taught me how to string skip. Paul Gilbert's amazing, man. But yeah, I'm probably about to head off of this stream in a couple minutes. So I appreciate everyone who joined. Do you have guitar lessons, and what were they? Or did you have guitar lessons, and what were they? No, not really. I mean, I've never been a guitar student, really, to be honest. Maybe I've taken a couple lessons here and there, but nothing like very consistently. But I'm always a student. I mean, I'm always learning. It's just on my own, I guess. You're like, let's try to sweep them, and then you do it flawlessly first try, LOL. I try. I use your vids as lessons. Learned the buckethead lick from you. Hey, that's awesome, man. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm glad my videos help you out, you know? It's something that really makes me happy, is when my videos help out someone, you know, and help them learn and improve their skill on the guitar and inspire them. So mainly self-taught. Yeah, pretty much. The kind of stuff I play, yeah, definitely self-taught. I mean, for sure. Play a cool lick that you wrote. All right. This is a song I'm working on also. It's pretty cool. I like it. Very catchy, I think. I like it. Thanks for doing this, Straten. I hope I get to see you perform someday. That would be awesome, man. Thank you for watching. And yeah, that's the plan, is to perform my original music live. That is the plan. That'll be really cool. Because I'm really looking forward to this new music I'm writing, and looking forward to releasing it and showing everybody all the stuff I've been working on. I love the guitar. I can't speak. I love the guitar community. It's very inclusive and full of friendly, helpful people. Yeah. I love the guitar community. What arpeggios are those? This is basically like a C minor arpeggio. And it goes into like an A flat major kind of idea. So it's pretty cool. Have you heard Nuno lately? Didn't they release a new song? I need to check that out. I definitely need to check that out. Why don't you post, or why don't you put tabs on your videos, especially those quicker videos? Please put tabs. I do sometimes put tabs. Definitely sometimes put the tabs. You got to check some more of them out. I added the tabs to one of my most recent videos, though, on Patreon. So if you want the tabs to certain ones, they're going to be on Patreon or on my lesson pack. So check out my Patreon, patreon.com/Straten Marshall. The one with the new guitar I got is on there. I just posted it yesterday. And it's a really tricky one, to be honest. So that's patreon.com/Straten Marshall. I'll be updating tabs there regularly. It's like $5 a month to subscribe. So $5 a month just to have access to, you know, tabs to the videos. And I'll still add tabs to YouTube videos too. It just, I'm going to put a lot of tabs on Patreon as well. So yeah, tabs on Patreon and tabs on my Gumroad lesson pack. How are your hands so relaxed? You know, I just got really used to playing guitar, man. And the more you get used to something, the more relaxed you are, you know? Like when you first try something, usually like you're not going to be super relaxed, you know? So once you get used to doing something, I think that you kind of get more relaxed, you know? Like the first time I tried this lick, I don't think I was able to... I don't even know what I was about to play. I'm just so experienced with my picking and guitar playing that I can just create lines and ideas whenever I feel like it. So yeah, get to that point where you're really good with your scales and stuff, and you'll get really relaxed and improve your technique and all that without having to think too much about it, you know? So when someone asks me, how do you get relaxed? Just get really comfortable with what you're doing, you know? Muscle memory, he said. Yeah, exactly. I'm not going to be super relaxed when I learn something new that I'm not super familiar with. If it's like some crazy scale that I haven't, or some crazy new scale I haven't like learned or heard of, if it's like something like really crazy or hard or difficult, it's not going to be something that I'm so relaxed at, you know what I mean? So yeah, just get really good with what you want to achieve, and then you'll become relaxed, I think. Got it. Thanks, brother. Your playing is inspiring. Please don't ever stop these videos. He said, please don't ever stop these videos. Oh, I definitely won't. I'm glad I inspire you, and thank you so much for watching my videos and watching the live streams. I really appreciate your support. How old were you when you said started playing? I think he means started playing. I started taking guitar really seriously when I was 13 years old. So I was 13 years old, and this would have been August of 2008. August of 2008. And yeah, man, that's close to 15 years ago now. So ever since then, I just picked up the guitar. I was like, you know, I want to get really good. I want to write instrumental music, and I'm going to do everything I need to do to achieve like the skill set that I want, you know? So I, you know, spent a lot of time playing the guitar, and before I know it, I started improving, and I got really happy with the results I was getting. So I just kept going with it, and yeah, that's what happened. Started when I was 13 years old, and this was in August of 2008. I've been playing over 40 years. Muscle memory will not stick. Muscle memory will not stick. Kills me no matter how much I practice. You just gotta, you know, try certain approaches. I think it really is the truth. I have some approaches that I teach my students, and it's like one of those things. They say the same thing, like they've been playing for a long time, and they're not able to like improve, they say. So what I do is I tell them, hey, you need to try this technique and at this speed and at this tempo, and then you need to do this thing called the half speed full speed method is something that I teach everyone. And immediately once I show them it, they improve immediately and the muscle memory starts happening, and then before you know it, their skills are, improving almost immediately. That's the thing that's cool about this. You get immediate results with this idea as long as you kind of know how to pick a little bit. If you know how to do you can do this. You can do that. You can apply this method that I teach my students. So it's really great too, though, seeing people improve like on this kind of stuff. Hold on. Hold on. He said, I'll look into your course. Yeah, man. I also have a Patreon too. I add tabs to that from a lot of my licks now. So yeah, if you want to check it out, I'd appreciate it. And let me know if you ever have any questions. Do you expect you'll have a signature series from Kiesel? He said, do you expect you'll have a signature series from Kiesel? You might already have one and I just didn't see it. That would be amazing, man. That would be really cool. I don't have a signature series right now at the moment, but that'd be really cool, and I'd be honored to have a signature series with Kiesel. Like, yeah, I would definitely love that. That'd be really cool. Would you want one if that was available? Who would want one? Where can I become a student? So I'm opening up some new availabilities for, I think, in the middle of March. For the middle of March. So yeah, I'm gonna try to get some more openings and availabilities for the middle of March. So send me a DM on Instagram, and if you're serious and you want to take some lessons, just let me know. So maybe a week or two, I'll have some more available lesson availabilities. My guess is you didn't practice scales/solos/exercises a minute less than 3 hours a day for many years. Would I be right about that? If so, that's how you get the muscle memory. Yeah, I mean, I don't know the exact number, of I don't know the exact number of how many hours per day and all that, but yeah, there's a lot of time doing this. I will buy one immediately. Take my money. Hey, that's awesome to hear. That would be really cool to see one of my guitars, one of my Kiesel signature guitars. Hopefully one day that will happen, I'm hoping that would be happening one day. That'd be amazing. Seriously. What is your IG? What is your IG handle? It's Straten Marshall. Probably something around that though. Yeah, the practice-wise, yeah. Dude, I was spending so much time playing guitar for so many years. I still spend a lot of time playing guitar, and yeah. To get muscle memory, you gotta practice, There's no way around it, in my opinion. So, someone said, Kiesel, is that what Thomas McRockland uses? Yeah. He's got his own signature Kiesel. He's got a headless guitar, actually. I got a headless too, but he's got his own signature series. It's cool. He's got a really cool one. I like it. Okay, I'm going to DM you. I really want to get on your level. Okay, cool. Can you talk about your gear, please? Yeah, I use Kiesel guitars. I'm a Kiesel guitar artist. And, and right now I'm using a Kiesel Delos. This has a Kiesel Beryllium pickup in the bridge, or it's a humbucker pickup in the bridge, and Kiesel Mark singles in the middle and the neck. And so those are Beryllium in the bridge, Kiesel Mark singles in the middle and the neck, and I'm using a universal audio interface, which is the Volt 476P interface. Great interface, just upgraded to this. And I'm playing through the Mick Rockland suite from Polychrome DSP. Do you have any extended range instruments, as in like 7 and 8 strings? Is that what you mean by that? I'm sorry, I really don't know what you're talking about, because all I have are 6 strings, and I've never really played 7 strings. Like maybe a couple times I've picked one up, but not very often. Kiesels are great. I have an Aries 8. Oh, really? Awesome. He's got an 8 string. Specifically bought it to learn CAFO. Yeah, that's what he means by that. Extended range, yeah, no, just 6 strings. I'm just rocking the 6 string. If you, okay, he said, oh, if you haven't heard CAFO, you should check that out. Yeah, I really don't know what that is. Is it, oh, he says animals as leaders. Oh, cool. That'd be cool to check out. They're very good. I mean, I love animals as leaders. Like, I might have even heard this song. Is it off their new album? If it's off of their most recent album, I might actually have heard that. Because I did listen to the most recent album from them. What do you think about Marshall Harrison? He's got great technique, man. No, it's older? Okay, I'll check it out. Yeah, I'll have to check it out. This is a good question, actually. Distortion, fuzz, or overdrive? That's a great question. I actually have always liked overdrive to get that super smooth sound. Not to sound like super distortion-like, or, you know, yeah, like I want my sound to sound, I want my sound to sound very smooth. So I've always liked the smooth sound of overdrive, and preferred that over distortion, in my opinion. The 80s style shred thing you posted, I learned it and literally play it all the time when I'm noodling. The run you do right before the end arpeggio is super fun to play. Big fan, buddy. Hey, thank you so much. I really am glad that you like that video and like the 80s style shred that I do. I'm really glad that you have fun playing it when you're noodling or whatever. When you're noodling or whatever, because I play that kind of stuff all the time when I'm noodling too. And yeah, appreciate it. Thank you for the support. but what I'm trying to think when I was saying that, I was trying to think, what lick are you talking about? Is it this one? Yes, sir. So which one is that? I'm trying to think. Is it? Is it that part? I don't know. Flanger, chorus, or phaser? It's from January 30th. I'll check it out. I don't really remember. I really don't remember. I'm trying to think. So he said flanger, chorus, or phaser. You know, I'll be honest, I don't use those effects very much. I don't really know. It's definitely not flanger. But if I were to choose, it'd be chorus or phaser. I don't know. I don't use those effects. Probably phaser, but maybe chorus. I don't know. I heard it and was like, sheesh, I gotta play that. A lot of your inversion stuff is super fun as well. Hey, that's cool, man. Thanks. That's one I've been practicing actually a lot. If someone's wondering what I've been practicing, it's this one. And sometimes it's hard to get that run all the way up. I've been working on that one here and there. It's cool to do it on 6 strings too. And what, oh, he said, is McRocklin a standalone? Do you mean that, like, you don't need to use a DAW? I think you don't have to use a DAW, but I use it in my DAW. I use a Logic Pro X. Someone else said, so yeah, I don't know. I think you can use it without a DAW, but I'm using it in Logic Pro X. And he said, and what monitors are you using? I'm using a pair of KRK Rocket 5s. They're pretty old. And I'm using a Universal Audio. This is brand new. Universal Audio Volt 476p audio interface. Your right hand is an inspiration. Thanks, man. Really doesn't sound like you're using 8s. Yeah, dude, everyone thinks that 8s always sound thin or something like that. It isn't the case. Like, my tone sounds big, man. That's proof it's all about picking technique. I mean, I always get people asking me about my string gauge, and people think it matters more than it probably... I mean, I think it matters, to be honest, because, like, I'm not using nines. Like, it's a lot of work to use nines, in my opinion. And I guess for your sound, yeah, picking technique totally plays a big role in your tone, I guess, right? Have you practiced alternate picking triplets / gallops? Yeah, man. When you improvise, how much are you thinking of scales? Thinking of chords. I use 9 through 40s and they still sound mean, so I can respect the 8s. Yeah, dude. 9s are great. They do probably sound a little bit better for rhythms. I mean, probably, but to me, it's better for leads, so you can, you know, economy pick, you just go right through the strings. Like, seriously, just right through them. It really does make a big difference for your leads. Also for string bending, it's mainly for string bending to be able to get the cool, you know, vibrato you want. It's all about the vibrato for me, in my opinion, you know? Because if I can't play the vibrato that I want, is effortless as I want it to be, you know, I want my 8s. That's really all there is to it. Props to SRV for using heavy gauge strings. For sure. I mean, he makes them sound incredible. He makes them sound amazing. So I would never tell him, go use 8s. I mean, it was just completely fine for him the way he was using them. Rest in peace to SRV, man. Seriously, a legend. I recently went from 11s to 9s. Next, I'll try 8. Hey, let me know what you think of those 8s. 11s are pretty heavy, man. 10s are pretty heavy. And even in some circumstances, 9s are heavy on, depending on the guitar. If you have a really, like, what's the guitar? Like, maybe like a Strat. Yeah, if you have 9s on a Strat, it kind of is hard to play sometimes. Depending, like, certain ones are different, I guess, but certain guitars are easier. Like, sometimes 9s feel light on certain guitars. Maybe like Gibson-style guitars, 9s feel a little bit lighter. But on these kind of guitars, like Strat-style guitars, yeah, dude, 9s feel really hard to play. Light gauge strings save your frets a little bit more, too. Oh, really? I didn't know they save your frets a little more. Interesting. Are you using NYXLs? No, I'm not. I'm just using whatever. Like, actually, I think I'm using Diodario on this. What is your equipment to 80 shred? You need a Strat. You need a Kiesel. You need well, I need me a Strat style guitar, so in this case a Kiesel Delos. I need me a good amount of distortion, so this McRocklin plugin is good for that. And yeah, that's about it. Overdrive, a little reverb, maybe a little delay, some 8s, and you'll be on your way to So 8s, Kiesel Delos, and the McRocklin plugin. That'll get you the 80s sound. So that's, one more time, Kiesel Delos, 8-gauge strings, and the McRocklin plugin. That'll get you your 80s tone. Actually, I think I'm using 80s style shred tone in this preset, actually. Sounds good. That's what I mean. Diodario NYXLs. No, they're not NYXLs. And big agree on the Kiesel. My big agree on the Kiesel. My main guitar is a Kiesel JB24. Oh, that's a Jason Becker model, right? Awesome, dude. How is that? I've seen your Bedio style picking technique, or I've seen your Bedio style picking video. Do you still use that technique? You know what? Not really, but it's still a great technique. I mean, Michelangelo Bedio is just incredible. I mean, he's so good. It works really well for him. I just don't, actually, I don't even know if that really was all that accurate, that video, to be honest, because at the time I was using more elbow. I may use that technique a little bit for some licks, but when I asked him about the elbow thing, he didn't seem to suggest that it was all elbow, so I don't know. When I asked him, he seemed to show me some of his wrist techniques and stuff. I don't know if you guys seen my live stream with Michelangelo Bedio, but if you haven't, check it out. We talk about guitar technique and guitar and all that stuff. It's my third one. Nice. So playing, okay. Phrygian dominant licks, please. Said when playing over chords, what are some of the things you think of incorporating? Okay, he said Phrygian dominant licks, please, and what do I think of when I'm thinking of playing over chords? So let's just say we have a chord progression. We got A, which is A minor. Okay, now we got E major. You want to play Phrygian dominant, what you're going to want to do is use the A minor scale. Then you're going to want to actually use the A harmonic minor scale, and in this case you're going to want to use E Phrygian. So if you start it on E, which would be right here, that's how you're going to get the Phrygian dominant sound. So let's give you an example. Okay. Have you ever had a guitar battle at Guitar Center? No, I don't think so. I feel so bad for Becker's condition. Herman Lee raised a ton of money for him. Almost made me cry. Yeah, man. Jason Becker, such a legend. So sad. So sad. He's literally like one of the greatest of all time. I sold the other two because I'm 2 years deep into playing and just wanted to keep... Hold on. Hold on 1 second. Here we go. Okay. He said, I sold the other two because I'm 2 years deep into playing and just wanted to keep trying new things. I landed back to my roots. I practiced too much for my own good. Practicing is good. Wait, you said play E Phrygian over A minor? No, I said E Phrygian dominant. When you're playing an E Phrygian dominant, you're gonna want to think of the scale of A minor, specifically a harmonic minor, but instead of using A harmonic minor, you're gonna play E Phrygian dominant, which is starting on the root of E. So that's kind of how you're going to get that sound, is starting on that. So you're going to get the sound starting on the root of E, but this is all in the key of, think of it as, this is all technically in C major. These are the modes of C major, essentially. And one of the modes is E Phrygian dominant, and the relative minor scale would be A minor, in this case, A harmonic minor. And yeah, use, instead of A as the root, use E as the root. Which instead of doing this, A harmonic minor would be this scale. You would go. So if that makes sense, hopefully I'm explaining this to the best of my, I'm trying to explain this to the best of my ability. Okay, I can't even speak. I'm trying to explain this to the best of my ability. I'm like talking with my hands and everything. But yeah. Does that make sense? And also, a good way of playing Phrygian dominant is, well, like playing over a Phrygian dominant. Playing over a Phrygian dominant chord progression would be diminished seventh. You can play diminished seventh stuff all the time. That helps a lot. So all diminished licks, or all diminished seventh licks, will work in this situation. In my opinion, it works well. Okay. How do you get rid of the habit of anchoring your pinky finger whenever you're picking? Wait. How do you get rid of the habit of anchoring your pinky finger whenever you're, so you said your pinky finger whenever you're picking? I'm having problems because it kind of limits the way I trem pick. Well, I personally anchor my pinky to the pick guard, so. And I actually recommend it, personally. I recommend it because I think it helps reduce the motion and makes your playing kind of look like you're not trying. So my pinky's right there. And it's totally like there at all times. Well, maybe when I'm not, well, maybe when I'm hyper picking, it's not, but for the most part, it's just chilling right there. Even when I'm hyper picking, it's still there. I think I get it. Thanks. I'm going to incorporate this in my playing. Cool. Glad Glad this helps. Who is your favorite guitarist currently, or one you are currently listening to a lot? Probably Randy Rhoads. Speaking of Michelangelo Badio, he anchors his pinky. Yeah, he does. Actually, he's like anchoring, I think, like these two fingers. Maybe his pinky and his ring finger. Possibly his middle finger too. I think he's like using all of his fingers to anchor, and his technique is really, really smooth. He said, maybe when my rotator cuff heals some more, I'll be able to take some lessons from you. In the meantime, you have a new patron. Hey, thank you so much, man, for the support, and I hope that heals soon, man. Seriously, I really hope that helps heal, or I hope you have your rotator cuff heal as soon as possible, man. I'm sorry to hear about that. But thank you so much for the support. No, the person who commented, I think, is he talking about left hands or right hand's pinky? I'm thinking what they were talking about was the right hand. That's what I think. Do you have any licks whenever you're trying out a guitar? Or favorite licks, I think he means? No, just whatever. I don't have any favorites, it's just whatever. Maybe I have some go-to licks like pentatonic stuff. Pentatonic stuff usually is my go-to. How many hours did you use to practice to get to this level? Dude, I don't actually know the answer. Like, at this point, I'm thinking it was like a lot, but I don't know exactly how much. When I was younger, probably like 8 hours a day. Maybe more. Some days I recall playing 12 hours a day. But you don't need to practice that much. But do you exclusively play electric guitar? I play some acoustic. I play nylon, but I play it like an electric. Like I shred on it. Yeah, man. I play it like an electric guitar. The secret to good sweeps is repetition, to be honest. Syncing your right and left hand is super important. Also, 5-string arpeggios are easier to learn, or at least to start out with. I agree. I actually totally agree. 5-string arpeggios are totally difficult to be able to... They're totally more easier to do than starting off with 3. You can just do this. Start off with just like an ascending A minor arpeggio or whatever key you want to play it in. That is actually how I started. Maybe 2-string arpeggios I started with too, like doing the whole. I would love to see your nylon shredding. Hey, I actually uploaded a video. So hey, I actually uploaded a video probably like a week ago when I got my new nylon string. And it's on my YouTube channel. You should check it out. And maybe for my next live stream, I'll bring out the nylon string. That'd be cool. Anyone want to see that? 2 and 3 string. 2 and 3. Oh my gosh. 2 and 3 string sweeps are incompatible with my right hand. Dude, I'm telling you, 5-string sweeps are actually easier. It's crazy because there's a certain picking technique that you got to do with 3-string sweeps to make them like efficient. So you got to do the... So it's like a upstroke, pull off, upstroke, pull off, up, down, 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 up, up. So up upstroke, pull off, up, down, 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 upstroke, pull off, up, down. That's the repetition you got to do to kind of create that rhythmic feel. So hopefully that helps with your 3-string arpeggio playing. And if you want to do 2-string, it's just down, down, up. Show us your gear you're using now. I'm using a Kiesel Delos, and I'm using actually this is an important part of my gear. Dunlop Altex 1.0 Sharp 1.0 Sharp. So Dunlop Altex 1.0 Sharp. This is a very good, great guitar pick. And I'm also using a plugin from Mick Rocklin called the Mick Rocklin Suite from Polychrome DSP. That's very good too. Love it. And yeah, I'm also using a Universal Audio interface. So yeah, that's about it for right now. And on certain days, I'm using different guitars and stuff like that. Sometimes I play like a retro solo, which is like a Telecaster. I play that too all the time. Sometimes play a nylon string Kiesel. Sometimes I play a headless guitar. It just depends. What strings do you use usually? Usually I use a set of 8 through 38, I believe. I think it's 38, 8 through 38, and it's from either Ernie Ball or Diodario, or sometimes a different company. It just depends. Like there's this boutique company who like makes their strings, and I bought some of those, and they make like high quality strings and stuff. So I'm using that on one of my guitars right now. Not this one, I don't think, but on a different guitar. And those are really good. I don't remember the name though. Someone said, for sure, buddy. I also watched a lot of videos from different players to really ram it in. Straten stuff helped me expand my understanding. Also do more nylon vids. I get hype anytime you post. Hey, thank you so much for the support. I don't understand the last comment you said though, because I forgot what we were talking about. Diodario are my favorites. He said, love Altex. Yeah, Altex is good. I've used Altex Jazz 3s as well. Is Altex like Elixir? No, we're talking about guitar picks, and the Elixir are guitar strings. I haven't used Elixir recently because I'm not using 9s. If I was using 9s, I would probably use Elixir, but they don't make 8s, so I need 8s. Tortex 1mm sharp. You know, I used to use the Tortex 0.73mm, the yellow ones. Paul Gilbert used those. I also used to use the orange ones, the 0.60, because Paul Gilbert also used those. Those are good for like the lower strings. You can get a really good. Get a really good tone on the low strings with those picks. Someone said 5-string A major at 7th arpeggio. Super easy to learn on. Jazz 3 picks are the best. Oh, okay. Yeah, 5-string A major. That's how I play it. Elixirs always break like 2 weeks after a string change for me. Really? What gauge do you use? He said, I've never had an elixir break on me. Trainer jazz picks are great. The purple ones. I've never heard of those. What's it called? What's it called? Every time I pick up someone's guitar and I try one of these bends, I always break their strings. One of these. They aren't replacing their strings enough, that's why. That's hilarious. The thing is usually on a guitar that they probably haven't replaced strings on in a while because, you know, they don't just play one guitar. They have a couple, or more than a couple, I should say. And it's like a guitar, hey, just pick this up and play it for a second kind of thing. And I just go for my usual high E string bend. It's hilarious when that happens. It's like, oh, Straten just broke a string. Sorry. You're so awesome, dude. Thank you for inspiring me to play guitar. Hey, thank you so much for the support, man. I really appreciate that. And I'm glad I am inspiring you to play guitar. Yeah, man, glad to be inspiring you. Someone said, love your videos, man. Love from India. Hey, thank you so much for the support. Seriously, I really appreciate it. Everyone watching this, thank you so much for watching. Oh, wow, I've been going for over 2 hours now. Dang, that's crazy. I think this is the longest I've done a live stream. Dang, I might have to end this pretty soon. These are jumbo frets, stainless jumbo frets on this guitar. I don't know why I was pointing at the pickups. Here, I'll point at the frets. Stainless jumbo. That's what I prefer. Also, I have gold Evo frets on my headless Delos. Those are good too. I should probably go with those for another build soon. Can you play some ballad? I actually have been writing ballads. I wrote a ballad like one ballad a week ago. It was good. Very good. I don't know if I'll release it though. I'm still working on it. Do you mainly listen to guitar instrumentals these days? I barely listen to it anymore, even though I'm a guitarist. I listen to everything, man. I listen to classical music. I listen to rock instrumental, metal instrumental. I listen to everything. I listen to full band stuff with vocals. Everything I listen. Like literally any genre you can think of, I probably listen to it. And I'm not just saying it either. I literally do. Said, play the saddest chord, play the saddest progression you know, something in B minor. some shred in B minor, some cool chords. How many hours do you practice per day? A lot, man. I don't know the exact number, but the exact number is a lot. Probably like 5 to 8 hours. 4 to 8 hours, maybe. I don't know the exact number. It's not one exact set time every day, but it is a lot. I'll tell you that. Someone said, do you play the blues? I try sometimes. I love blues. I mean, blues is one of my favorites. I try. I can do a little bit, but I'm not the best blues player by any means. Or, by any means, I'm not one of the greats at blues, but I love it and I really appreciate it. Absolute fire. Thanks, man. It's pretty hard right there. Try that sometime. Dude, Nuno Betancourt is awesome. He is awesome. I need to check out the new song. Somebody told me that there's some new music that I need to listen to, so I'm going to check that out very soon. I'm in B minor still for some reason. Ever since that that someone on here recommended play something in B minor, I've been just chilling in B minor. All right, homie, midnight on the East Coast. Consider me a new Patreon. I'll hit you up about some lessons, even though I still do lessons. Can never hurt to have more knowledge. Hype for a signature guitar one day. Good night, y'all. Hey, thank you so much for the support, man. I really appreciate it. Thanks for signing up to my Patreon. And thanks for watching this live stream and leaving some comments. I really appreciate your support, man. Thank you. And yeah, I'll talk to you soon. I'll be back live probably sometime next week. So if you're on here, we'll talk soon. Can you do some neoclassic arpeggios, please? Sure. I'll do one. How was that for neoclassical? Let's do something else. Let's try this. This is the same progression, but I'll play it a little differently. Actually, is this the same progression? How about this? Yeah. I'm trying to figure out a different way of playing this. Here we go. That's how you do that. That was tough. Trying to figure out those different positions to play those arpeggios. So yeah, how was that? Any specific exercise you wouldn't mind showing us? Sure. How about this? This is a diminished arpeggio, but this is a way of playing it that is a little bit different to the typical. So we'll start right here on the. I'll just play it for you really fast, real quick, and then I'll show it to you slow. The thing is, I play it with hybrid picking, so try this. 4/7 on the D string, and then 5 on the G string, and 4 on the B string, 4 on the B string, and then you're gonna go like this: 5, or so wait, 7 D, 5 G. 7G, 5 on the G, 4 on the B, and then you're going to play 7 on the B. You're going to do this. So down, hammer on, down, middle finger, and then down, down, middle finger, hammer on. So it's hybrid picking and sweep picking, and then I play it with all the diminished arpeggios. So you can play it like this. Or you can do it on the G, B, and E strings. And a cool way of doing it is actually going from this set of strings, so D, G, and B, to G, B, so wait, no. D, G, B, and then E, no wait, so D, G, B, then G, B, E. That's really hard to, that's tricky to say. So the D string, G string, B string, and then the G string, B string, and E string, and then do that, yeah. It's pretty cool. Love it. Cool, I'm glad. Hopefully that helps. Wow, I just subbed to your Patreon. I'm digging these tabs. Good notation. Hey, I'm glad you like it, man. Thank you so much for the support on Patreon. I'm going to start adding tabs there all the time. So if you like those tabs, there's definitely more to come. And I'm going to also probably post like videos on there too. time. Whew, that was cool. I love that kind of tapping stuff. All right, guys, thank you for joining the live stream today. I'm going to end it here and end the live stream. So thank you for joining. Seriously, I really appreciate it. We had a lot of cool comments today and questions. Did some cool guitar playing, and yeah, you guys are the best. Seriously, thank you for the support, and I'll be back doing another live stream soon. All right, guys, peace.